First half, you seemed to get a little frustrated on the court at times, but the second half you were out there joking, laughing, smiling. So what was going through your mind in the first half, and then what changed in the second half?
I like to talk to myself a lot when I'm on the court. It's just little stuff that I needed to do. They stopped my shot a lot, so I know something I was talking to myself about. Even Joni told me is to drive. It's just a lot of little things. It's not really getting frustrated. I just like to talk myself up, keep myself up.
Games don't start out much better for you than that, at least offensively. I mean, did you feel like this was going to be one of those games? Because you outscored Ole Miss in the first quarter.
I just, shot a lot of the shots that I took earlier today before the game. I like to shoot around for myself. And a lot of those shots were just comfortable, like shots I was feeling.
So in terms of the turnovers that you guys had across the team, only 9, and you only had 2 of them midway through the third. When was kind of that moment, I guess, for you guys that it all came together as a team and y'all were able to cut down on those?
Excuse me? I'm sorry, can you repeat?
So I was just saying, like, in terms of you guys' turnovers, when did that moment come for you guys where y'all were able to cut down on them and understand, like, the success y'all can have if I don't turn the ball over?
We emphasize on that a lot, actually. Even in practice, we emphasize on turnovers, and I think today was the start that we actually emphasized ourselves on not turning it over and just passing the ball well or doing a lot of things that we do well.
Caliya, you're heading towards the finish line of your career here. Are you starting to think about that at all?
I'm trying not to think about it as much. I'm just trying to play my games now and just do what I got to do to execute now.
Are you still sort of taking little moments to savor these things, especially nights like this where
of course.
Pretty much everything goes well?
Not ready for it to be over yet, but got to do what I got to do, right?
Caliya, the team had back-to-back losses to Texas A&M and Alabama at home, and then you answered back Florida and Ole Miss, back-to-back home wins. Tasha mentioned, after that Alabama loss, you guys had a team talk, but what has been the importance of really taking care of, business at home and just really, putting this team on and just taking advantage of your home court advantage right now?
Everything for us really just execute. We know exactly what we have to do. We need to come out with energy, effort. We just need to do it how we play how we play the Georgia way. And when we do that, you get results like this.
And then in terms of your performance with 24 points on 10 of 12, this is back-to-back years against Ole Miss where you've had good performances. So what was kind of the advantage that you guys saw tonight offensively to be able to get you those opportunities?
We felt like we had an advantage inside. We didn't think that they could stop her or Jenna in their zone if we were able to get some things going the right way. We felt like they would chase Gabby and Caitlin through, our shooters through, and they did that, and it left it one-on-one inside.
Time for 1 or 2 more for Caliya. Anything else? Thanks, Caliya.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you.
Question for Coach Taylor?
Coach, coming off of the South Carolina game where you guys were so close, what could have been such a big win, earlier in the season, this game would have been a prime, possibility for letdown, but that didn't even come close to happening. What does that say about where you guys are now compared to where you guys were at the beginning of the season?
Well, I think we're at a point where we're peaking at the right time. I think we have a different understanding, a more mature understanding of who we are as a team and what we need to do versus where we were at the beginning of the year. But there can be no letdowns for us just because of the position we're in terms of trying to claw our way back into fighting position, not only in the SEC race, but to get into the NCAA tournament. So I think our team now understands that, and we've had really good focus and good practice, and we've been able to put good games together. Even South Carolina, a loss is a loss, but we played well, and so that's comforting to know that we're able to consistently play well, down the stretch as we head into the SEC tournament.
To kind of piggyback off the question I asked her about the turnovers, throughout the year, you've said repetitively, they've said repetitively, like, it's important to take care of the basketball. like, when did you see that, whether it be today, whether it be South Carolina, like, when did you see as a coach where they all realize the importance of, you know, team success if you don't turn the basketball over?
After you watch the Auburn game where we turned it over 28 times, 3 times as a team, you kind of figure out that taking care of the basketball is important. No, we didn't watch it 3 times, but seriously, after that game is when we sat down and had a really, you know, heart-to-heart conversation about, I think I've said it before, you can't keep hitting your head over the same brick. And that's what we were doing. And so since then, we've made some changes and we haven't turned it over the way we were before.
And then as you speak on those changes, I mean, does that just come with slowing it down, or where do some of those changes come?
It's just carelessness, honestly. You know, we're just careless with the basketball. We've got some people on the floor who can make incredible plays, and sometimes we make some plays that just aren't there. We try to force things instead of making the easy pass. We've got a lot of players who are gifted enough to make some flashy things happen, and for a while we were too much flash and just not enough simple, and we've simplified things a lot, and then when the flash has been there, we've been able to put it in there and convert. And so I think a lot of it is just them finally themselves valuing the basketball.
And you speak of the flash, you know, Tasha's one of those players that can make that flashy pass, and, you know, even today, you know, she had 5 turnovers, and in the past she's had, you know, games where she's had a high turnover rate, but looking at her assist total, you know, when she has those those games where she's assisting the ball a lot, you know, you guys perform really well. So how important is it for your success that she is performing at the high level, even though she does turn the ball over maybe a higher amount of times than you would like?
Yeah, well, she doesn't, you know, for even the Auburn game, she only had 2, so it's rare that she gets this many. I think tonight, a couple of hers were offensively, they were travels, they were double dribbles, they weren't turning it over in terms of passing it. But Tasha sets the tone for what we do on both ends of the floor. She's a great defender, and then she comes down and she's able to push tempo and transition. She's got great floor vision. It's where she's improved from last year to this year because she has a better understanding of who needs to get the ball and when. And so when she's playing that way and just dropping it off, it's great. And I mean, this is what, I think she had 12 assists against Florida, 10 here tonight. It's something that she's consistently done. She leads the league in assists for a reason.
You speak about, you know, the change from last season. What do you think she was struggling with a lot? You know, she sees the court a lot better this season. Do you think she may have gotten a fact that, you know, she was too comfortable passing the ball off to one player to the next last season, or what has led into a much better overall playing point guard position for her?
I think it's just year 2. I mean, last year was year 1. You don't know what you don't know. Now you do. You know the offense better. You know what we expect. And she understands when to shoot, when she needs to get the ball to someone else.
You mentioned that the SEC tournament is approaching, so what goals have you set for the team as this tournament is coming closer and closer?
To finish the season strong. We haven't talked about the tournament as a team. We just know we're coming down into the home stretch and we need to take care of business, especially at home, to put ourselves in the best position possible to play well into the tournament and the NCAA tournament. But our goal is to win the next game we play. Right now, that's the only goal we have.
Anything else?
Maya Caldwell had 15 tonight. I think she was your second leading scorer. How big is her play at that 4-spot pin since she moved to the starting lineup?
Really good. You know, Maya's had, I think I've said it before, when Maya's focused, she's as good as anybody on the floor, and she's had great focus. She plays well. She rebounds the basketball. She runs the floor. She got 4 or 6 easy points from Tasha just on layups. So I'm really happy for her because she's a kid who this year has been up and down, and she's really played well for us down the stretch.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.